You've been hearing lots of stories and testimonies of God's wonder-working power. What does it make you think about? How has it affected you? I think that some of the biggest considerations that I make whenever I'm able to hear stories of faith, in particularly on this trip by our leaders, is I think like the nearness of the capability that even they had when they were my age, and the fact that nothing was necessarily special about them and the way that they did the things that they did. It was special, but the reason that it was special was because of God's presence with them. And that was the thing that made it significant. That was the thing that gave them favor and allowed them to do some of even the miraculous things that they did. And it makes me consider even the way that God is alive, even now, because when these leaders on this trip did these wonderful things, they were able to heal people. They were able to bring hope to dying communities. They were able to feed people when they thought that they were going to run out of food. And I think that that type of faith is something that it doesn't take any kind of certain age or certain accolade, but it's something that anyone can have if they believe in God. It even brings to life the type of scriptures that come to mind when I think about Jesus not being able to perform any miraculous works in certain towns because their faith wasn't where it needed to be. It will just say that he wasn't able to do anything there because the people didn't believe. And I can recognize that even within our group, with our youth and our inexperience, if we have the type of faith to say that people can be healed and these powerful miraculous things can happen, then they can. The only limit is what we're willing to lend ourselves to, what we're willing to put ourselves into in terms of positions of faith and vulnerability and need for God. And I think that is very encouraging for me. And it's even bringing to life the aliveness of the word, that it's a sharp sword that can separate bone from marrow, and it highlights the aliveness of God, that he isn't just a God that was able to part the Red Seas in Exodus and then never do anything like that again, but Jesus showed us that God is still capable of working those miracles, and he's capable to this day of doing those things. And the only thing that we have to have is the faith of a mustard seed in order to accomplish those kind of things. So I think that's been very encouraging and inspiring for me.